Hello and welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. Today I thought I'd talk about product pilling because so many of you have asked me how to avoid it. So I thought I'd go in search of the experts and ask them. And they pretty much came up with a 3-step plan. I was trying to think of a word for anti-pilling or not pilling, but essentially what they are is able to layer with all of your other favourite products and makeup without ever rolling off, and that's really exciting. So when we talked about pilling, I said, right, what causes pilling? And basically it tends to be one of 3 things. You either are applying too much of your product in the sense that your skin absorbs it and then the excess, if you keep applying product, will just roll away. You might not have exfoliated your skin, but I've rejected that because if you follow me, then you're obviously a skincare aficionado and you know that you should exfoliate your skin regularly. Or that you are rubbing your product rather than patting it in, which I didn't know about because I tend to pat products around my eyes and then rub them really quickly on the rest of my face. And actually, it's very rarely around my eyes that they pill. It tends to be over my cheekbones where you're sort of applying blusher afterwards. So they were the first 3 pieces of advice. Leave your product time to go in, pat, don't rub, and exfoliate your skin. But then I started talking about ingredients because Indeed have essentially reformulated 2 of their products, which I will get onto, 2 of their best-selling products, to be non-pilling. And I started talking about the products that I use regularly that pill and that drive me mad. And I want to show you some of them because I love them, but they still drive me crazy. And most commonly for me, they tend to be hyaluronic acid products. I've talked about these products so much. I absolutely love Dr. Baggott Serum Repair. It tightens as it dries, which means it forms a film on the skin, which means it can be broken and that will start to roll off. SkinCeuticals, HA Intensifier and Glossier Super Bounce. 3 different products, all hyaluronic acid products, all different price points, but they all have a tendency to tighten as they dry, which means that if you don't break that barrier down, you end up with a sort of tight, slightly soft focus barrier that sort of is great for under here and around the eyes, but if you then put a product on top and you start to rub, they have a tendency to roll off. Well, Indeed have launched a product called Hydration Booster. In fact, they have a series of boosters, but this is my favourite. And if you use a clear hyaluronic acid gel and it has a tendency to pill on you, this is the secret. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The secret is to use a milky serum over the top, something like that. And that's because this will have more glycerin in it, more hydrating ingredients in it, and this breaks the film, the stickiness of hyaluronic acid. In fact, a product like that will break the stickiness, break down and stop the stickiness of all of the serums that you might be using that you just say to me, feels a bit gel-like or sticky. In fact, that goes really well with Hyaluronic, which is another Indeed product. I really like this and the jelly that comes in the pot. They're really hydrating, brilliant hyaluronic acid based products, but they can tend to leave your skin slightly sticky. Use a milky serum over the top. Problem gone, pilling gone. Right, let's talk about their new formulations. They will not tell me what they've added to them to stop the pilling, but they have told me that both Snoxin 2, as it's now known, and Isolix 2, one of the things they said to me was they realised that they were the best seller, they were cult products, everybody loved them, but they had a tendency to pill under products if you use them around the eye or on the cheek and then you sort of rubbed vigorously afterwards. And I have tested both of these, I've got them on at the moment. I applied Isolix 2 first, then Snoxin 2, then Isolix on top again because I have a real problem with my eye area. When I asked the founders what were new about these products, they said, well, it has the new generation peptides in, so Matrixyl is sort of 1st generation, then we are now on to 3rd generation peptides with these. And then also they've found a way to have those beautiful soft focus face tuning silicones in, which give you that instant soft focus blur, but you can layer products and makeup on top. Finally, is it the end of pilling, which is a real problem for me? It doesn't stop me using the hyaluronic products I love. It doesn't stop me using those soft focus, beautiful blurring products, but you just have to pat, not rub. Although nowadays I've got that on, so I've got my Isolix on, then I've got my Snoxin, then I went back in and put some Isolix because, well, at my age, I like to have as much soft focus around my eyes as possible. Then I had my Glossier concealer. Then I had my L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect foundation and my L'Oreal Paris blusher. No pilling at all. Let me know what you think of the new generation products. Also, let me know what you do to battle pilling, because I'm convinced if you use hydration serum over the top of all of these products, then it breaks down what I call that sort of tightening film, which I'm convinced is the thing that actually rolls off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. All the product details will be listed below, and I'll see you soon.